Welcome to my garden, GinGeeGoodEarth production, Roman numeral 6, part 11, Universal History of the United States of America. Also, we're going to finish the article on foreign affairs written by J.F. Kennedy in the small miniature book, Wit&Wisdom. We're going to have great colonial recipes. I found a great book from let's check the date. I think this book didn't have a date, but there we go, 1929, from the Corn Products Refining Company, New York. And it's the modern methods of preparing delightful foods. And I'm going to go review the carrot soup recipe. And these are more colonial recipes, and you can see the American Indian, first American, representing the corn production company. And how delightful is that? And I love that. And I am first American lineage, but that's beautiful. There she is. And again, the foods that are always well known by first Americans: corn, squash, and beans. I had a production on first American history, and about 100 guests arrived to a table display of corn husk, fresh corn, beans, and squash was the centerpiece of the dining room tables. It was a wonderful event. And again, I encourage everybody in their homes, wherever they are, if they're picnicking or on a country walk, to have iced tea at a picnic table. Bring a centerpiece. You can make one from acorns and beautiful pine brushed leaves if you're in the woods, but I encourage you to always put together a centerpiece. If you're at the beach, it could be a seashell centerpiece. Again, this is a production by GinGeeGoodEarth. We're also going to review a whiskey punch, if we have time, from the Stouffer's restaurants. And I'll read that, and I'll show you the type of whiskey. I won it at a basket auction, but it's Kentucky whiskey. But without further ado, we're going to go right into a Universal History of the United States of America. The book readings are from 1450 to 1830. So let's enjoy. So we left off, we talked about Bull Street in Savannah, Georgia. And the funny thing is, anytime someone's asking you for directions and they're tourists and they want to see a lot of the museums and so forth, they're not in the rush to get to the Savannah airport. You can always recommend them to go down Bull Street. And each block there is a town square that has beautiful foliage, picnic tables, or benches. Even in the movie Forrest Gump, they had a scene on Bull Street where the main character was sitting on the bench. I auditioned for the Herod Mom, and my children auditioned for the school bus scene in the movie Forrest Gump. But anyhow, Bull Street, a lot of historical Savannah, Georgia homes and history, and it's just wonderful. The River Walk, a lot of blue jazz bars, a lot of great history in Savannah. And without further information, I'm going to start on page 79, the Universal History, the United States of America. So let us begin. In the year 1675 began the famous Indian War, which was termed King Philip's War. The leading one was Philip, Second of the tribe living within the boundary of Plymouth, Rhode Island, his brother being suspected of plotting against the whites was seized by a detachment of soldiers. Philip ever sought to revenge the treatment of his brother. He succeeded in forming a confederacy, able to send into action